Hello, Geminis. This is AD with Kayxztarot, and I'm going to be doing your March 2020 reading, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your patience. I was like, presence. I'll take them both. I'll take them both. Please do not forget to check out the description box below on information how to book a personal reading with me. Follow me on Instagram. I do pick a cards. I do like little random just updates. I post memes. You know, you get to see me. You know what I'm saying? So if that interests you at all, then please follow me over there. And again, thank you so much for sharing, and subscribing, guys. Please don't forget to drop a comment. Let me know if this resonated. And let's get into it. And high five shout out to my main bitch. You know, one of my best friends on the planet, my sis Eric, okay, explicitly Eric. He is the one who made me jump, and make sure to do yours next. So make sure to thank him in the comment section, because I had to screw my fire signs. It's hard, y'all. It's hard. I'm always traveling, so as you can see, I'm in a different environment, so it took me off this week for traveling. So let's get into it. All right, I love this, Gemini. The first card that we had was the Ace of Pentacles to the Sun card. Oh, awesome. So it's funny because I feel like in this sense, sorry, Gemini. I was about to say, a lot of the mutable signs, it's funny because like mutable energy, so that is Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, and who am I missing? And Virgo. And I feel like the mutable signs, which are really good for being flexible, are able to go in between different signs, adapt. It's crazy because we're all looking for this stability. And it seems like you are coming into contact with that now. This is where it gets funny and why I started laughing. So the first thing that we started off with was the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun. So this is all about stability. A new opportunity could be a new form of income, but this is about long-term. Pentacle energy is about long-term commitment. Gemini, commitment. Oh no, release the hatchets, everybody, you know, sound the police. It's kind of what I'm hearing, because that's what, those were the next cards that we got. So I was like, this is really positive. If this popped up in a Capricorn reading, this would now be the next card to follow. But there is an opportunity here for some long-term stability, some long-term commitment. It could be as simple as signing a new lease, but I am imagining that there is a fear, all right? There's a fear of really hunkering down on this, because I feel like for a lot of you, this is make or break. If this is a relationship, then it's a real relationship. Like, you know that this person is not one to be played with. This person is very serious. Could be connecting with a Taurus or an earth sign. But there's a sense here of like negotiating who you are and your freedom and what it is that you're embodying. I hope that there are some Gemini Venus. I just specifically heard Gemini Venus people who are like in this state right now, where you've met somebody who really intrigues you, or you've been presented with this opportunity that really intrigues you as far as like work or whatever, and you're like, like, then I'll have to take it seriously. I'm gonna really have to, once I sign that contract, like, I'm really in this. And that is, there's a sense of hesitancy here, right? So we do see the Hierophant, the Seven of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. So there's been the interesting thing about this new commitment, and that's probably maybe where the fear and the defensiveness comes from, is like, I feel like there's had to be an ending to an old commitment. And I don't know, I just got Gemini, like, you're just like, I'm not good at it. I'm not good at ending things, but I know if I want this, I have to end this situation that I'm in. And it's so funny. I think I did a personal reading for someone and they were dealing with a Gemini, and this was the moral of the story. So yeah, it's just like, there is, you have to end what you're currently, the situation that you're in now. This is a little interesting predicament that you got yourself into, Gemini, because I feel like by not committing, you ended up in a poor commitment, right? You know, it was still a commitment of some sort, but it was flighty. But now in order to get the real thing, you have to let go of this fake thing that you did in the midst of trying to avoid the actual commitment thing. But it came back around, because this is your life's journey as a mutable sign. So I'm getting whiplash, right? You're just like, you know, I thought that I was over. I learned my lesson, but now you're being presented with a new lesson, with a new opportunity. And for whatever reason, you feel like with this Ace of Pentacles and this Sun card, you're like, this actually has the potential to work. Hence why, because this has the potential to work, that's the actual fear. you signed on to this other thing in the past because you knew it wasn't going to work. You knew at the end of the day, you can leave at any time because this person wasn't serious or this job wasn't it. It was always temporary. It turned out being a little bit more temporary than you thought. It turned out lasting a little bit longer than you thought. And that's why you have to get out of it. But you signed on it too because you thought it was temporary, and then it ended up being a mess, if that makes sense. So you kind of got to grab your shit and leave kind of in the middle of the night. For some of you guys, this could be a divorce. For a lot of you guys, this could be an actual divorce, or just divorcing yourself from a situation, some binding legal contract that you just kept going because you didn't want to make another decision, but now the opportunity presented itself. So for instance, it could be like a house, right? So you look for an apartment, right? You wanted a house, but you didn't want the responsibility of a house. So you went, you found an apartment, you had the apartment. It wasn't great, it wasn't bad, it was just enough, but now it's really having issues. And you found your dream home, but you're stuck in this lease. So you got to end this lease, or you got to find somebody in order to get the lease, to get the real thing that you wanted all the time, but didn't want to commit to begin with. Whew, that is the example of that, of what's happening. But I really like the Sun card and the Ace of Pentacles. A lot of this, with the sword energy, this is mental, right? So this is energies that you are creating yourself, right? Things that are happening in your brain. It doesn't necessarily, not saying not writing it off, but it's just like, it's not tangible. The fears that you have are just things that you're cycling through. So you can work through that, right? I don't see anything really stopping you from the Sun energy. Oh, wow. Beautiful. I'll take that next. Okay. So we got the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups, the Strength card, the Magician, and the Page of Swords. So I'm getting here, some of you guys are dealing, somebody has their eye on you. I just heard Wine Pon You by Doja Cat. I got my eye on you. I take it you just like the way so shout out again to Eric who showed me that song. But I am hearing that. I'm feeling that there's somebody with a strong Leo energy. But here's the thing. I don't think that they're a Leo sun. I think that they're a Leo rising, Leo moon in particular, Leo Venus. But there's somebody here who's spying on you because they want to manifest some long-term stability. Okay, bear with me, Gemini. This is really interesting reading that I'm getting. You're picking up on someone else's wants and desires. I feel like, it's subconsciously and it's consciously. It's at the same time. There's somebody who has really fixated on you. I'm getting a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, or somebody again, Leo moon. But they're like wanting to manifest this with you. And so because they're constantly thinking about marriage, they're constantly thinking about children, they're constantly thinking about, settling down and all that stuff, you're picking up on that linkage. And so you're like, oh, I want marriage and kids. This does not sound like me at all. But it's because this person is working so hard to will you into their life. And again, if this isn't happening consciously in the 3D, it's happening in the 5D. If you are dealing with somebody in the 3D, then they keep saying it. They're like, I want to marry you. I want to be with you. I want to settle down. And you're just like, oh, I don't know. Somebody goes, oh, you keep saying this and I like you, but I really don't want to commit. I don't want to. But you know that this is an opportunity that you might not get again. With this person, like you also don't want to let them go because you really care for them. So really sweet. And again, if this has to do with work and all this other stuff too, there's such a positive energy here, but there's a need where somebody could want to give you something to step up. If it's work, they want you to get this promotion, they want to elevate you, and you're just like, I don't know if I can handle that, and you're giving yourself this anxiety with the 9 of Swords here. I really hope that you can move out of this energy, Gemini, because it's really not serving you. There's so much positivity here, and I know that I'm asking, Spirit is asking a lot of you to think about how grounded you want to be, where it is that you want to go, what it is that you're planning. And ask for your help, because there is a lot of power of manifestation with the Strength card and the Magician here. Your manifestation power is so strong. You say things and they happen. You say shit and they happen. So if you've been like talking like, oh, I just want to find a daddy, I just want to find somebody to spend the rest of my life with, I want somebody to spend money on me, well, that person's going to come right to your doorstep. You know, for some of you, this could be a person, an Uber driver, a DoorDash person, somebody who comes to you like they literally, and they're just like, you, look, you now. And again, with this fire energy, specifically with the Leo, they're not going to back off. This person's cocky, this person's confident, and they decided that they want you. They're going to tell you that, and you're going to have to make that decision. And they're serious. I feel like it's valid. So just understand the power of your tongue right now, the power of communication. So whatever it is that you're speaking, Gemini, it's going to come into existence really quickly, almost like that. So cool, right? Cool power, but you just got to be careful about what it is. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Said you just might get it. Yeah, you just might get it. When I grow up, Pussycat Dolls. Oops. Yeah, 4 wands. So this can involve a homecoming of some sort, or just a group setting. I'm imagining like you're being greeted with arms wide open. Like there's just like a homey feeling. So that's why I said some of you guys could be relocating or thinking about relocating or moving. And you have to get out of the current lease that you're in. But what you really want is somewhere else. All right, so we got the Death card, the King of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, the 3 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, and the Justice card. Could be connecting with the Scorpio or somebody with scorpionic placements in their chart. I'm getting a lot of passion, but there's just been a huge transformation from this person. I feel like this person has triggered you looking into the future. If you haven't met this person, or like you're just thinking about the future way more than you have in the past. In the past. And you want balance. Again, there's just this, I just did the Sagittarius reading and the energy was very similar. So some of you guys could be connecting with the Sagittarius, but it's just like, there's this need here, this want for some stability. More so you're craving it more than you have before. I'm not sure what planetary elements are happening. I would have to look at my little book, but I would assume that there has to be something here, probably with the fourth house with Cancerian energy. We're just craving stability, and so many people are focused on the future about where is this headed, where is this going. I want balance. I don't want to be just out and about. But what does that mean? What does that mean when I actually have to answer to somebody, when I actually am responsible for someone else's emotions, somebody else's, love and day to day, when I give to somebody, when I become, obsessed with somebody, when I love somebody, that comes with so many issues, but you want the stability and the comfort of somebody there. So that's the negotiation. But I feel like it's been this huge transformation. I'm sorry, I just got distracted by the passion that I got from this. The person that you're connecting with, or just the energy of itself, with the 4 of Wands coming out first, this is a twin flame. This is somebody who you're going to be long term. Now, will you marry this person? I'm not sure. Depending on what lessons you have in store for one another, that's going to determine the final outcome of this relationship. But is there a lot of passion? Is there this uncanny desire of lust with the capital L, okay? So I feel like you're feeling this way towards this person. This person feels that way towards you. And this person wants to rock your socks. I'm getting real strong scorpionic placements. Could be, again, a Scorpio Venus that you could be connecting with. And that's why they're so intent on you. And and that's the thing too. This person, Gemini, that you're not going to be able to play games with this person. Even though that you're I'm the queens of playing games, this person is not the one. They're not the one because A, they can keep up with you, and B, they don't like that. They just don't like it. 5 of Pentacles. The Hermit. Five of Pentacles, Hermit, the Ace of Cups, and the Tower card. So some of you don't know who the hell I'm talking about, but this Tower card you will. Some of you guys have really shut down and been very introspective with the Hermit card and the 5 of Pentacles. You haven't wanted to engage with other people. You've just been very, again, gotten very comfortable in the isolated mode, not giving to anyone else, just because it's been more comfortable. Who wants to put up with the actual responsibilities of a relationship? Not you, Gemini. You want to be on to different things. You don't want to be bound or tied to anything, but it's put you in this state where you feel like nobody understands you, where nobody knows you, where you're just like, oh gosh, well now I'm bored with this. Now I'm bored with being this flibberty gibbet. Now I think I want something more stable. But there's just this real feeling of isolation, and I'm hearing specifically the word orphaned. So some of you guys might have lost both your parents in an unexpected way, and I'm very sorry to hear that, if that is the case. Or just in general, you've been on your own. You've just been on your own. And so out of nowhere, the smoke, it clears and it reveals this potential of a really happy relationship. The Four of Wands wanted to come out with it. I just feel like there's an unexpected attraction that's going to come in. And when I say this person might really show up to your freaking doorstep, Gemini, I'd be door dashing like a mofo if I were you, like a motherfucker. I'd be like, hey, I want some ice cream. Yo, I'm trying to get me some McDonald's. I just feel like this person's like an Uber driver. Like, I feel like they're going to just appear like in a really odd, strange way. But the connection is going to be very quick. And as soon as they see you, they're like, I want you. And you're just like, I want you too. But like, I don't know what that means. So just be on the lookout. I don't even feel like you have to be on the lookout. Just be aware of your surroundings, if that makes sense. But you're going to feel this energy. Like, you'll feel them coming. Like, I feel like your heart's going to race before you see them. Like, you're going to be like, oh my God, I feel like why am I on edge? Like, I'm on edge. Something's coming towards me. And then they're going to be like, hey, Six of Pentacles. Hey, what are you doing? Let's hang out. I want to be with you. And I feel like it's going to be a pretty quick shift into the relationship, actually. Right. Okay. Two of Swords, King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, again with Scorpio, the Devil, Two of Pentacles, Capricorn, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Knight of Wands, Seven of Cups, and Knight of Cups. All right, that's what I was about to say. This is twin flame, and I'm warning you, and I know that it's gonna go whoop, and this video will find you down the line later, and you'll be like, AD told me this, and I can't believe it. This relationship, I'm telling you, is gonna be full of passion. That is the theme of this: passion, 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 passion. The thing about it is, it's gonna be in and out. It is going to be in and out. And I'm not sure if it's because of you or this person. There's just circumstances that make it butt up. But that's just the twin flame journey. It's teaching you. This is the relationship that's going to challenge you about why you put yourself in that hermit mode in the beginning. You're going to have to really address those fears that you have. I mean, this person is going to trigger your growth. You're going to have fun while doing it, of course. You know, when the highs are highs with twin flame, then they're really high. But when the lows are lows, then they're not great. But there is this binding here with the Devil energy here. There's this connection here. And I feel like there's just going to be with the two twos here. So twos could be important. But there's just going to be a lot of up and down, back and forth communications. And I feel like it comes from both of you, if that makes sense. Like I said, this person isn't a game player. I can tell. Listen, I'm gonna what is that, Chappelle, the Chappelle joke when he's just like, I'm such a good comedian, I'm gonna tell you the punchline before I tell you the joke. That's how I am right now. I'm like, not I'm such a good psychic or tarot reader, but I'm just gonna tell you what's gonna happen. This person's going to come in. They're going to want you. You're going to like them. That's going to scare you. You're going to back away from them. They're going to get scared. They're going to back away from you. And so the story begins. And that is the journey that you're going to be on. But when I say Gemini, I really feel like you're going to be the one to start that process. I would bet my bottom dollar on it. I don't think that there's anything that you can do. I think that these fears are going to come to the forefront. Spirit just wants me to let you know that this is what's going to happen. I don't think it's bad or good. It's not bad or good. It's not good or bad. It's just what's going to happen. This is just March. This is this year. But you're going to encounter somebody who might be younger. There might be an age difference, but they're going to come in strong. They're going to be very, very serious. I think you're going to entertain it. And then I think you're going to scare yourself. And that's good because it's going to make you force like as to why is it that you're so afraid of this commitment? Why is it that you're running away and sabotaging this really fine relationship as if you want to work in? For some of you guys, it's funny because you're going to start using work in school as an excuse to ignore this person. And come on, Gemini, What? You're gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, we can't hang out because I have work, or like something came up, I have an essay to write, I have blah, 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 blah. You're just making shit up for this person because you're so terrified of how passionate and deep you feel. But it's mutual. You know, I'm telling you this, hopefully that serves as a warning, but this person is very, it's a mutual energy. But I am getting with the Knight of Wands to the Knight of Cups, it's steamy. This is a really steamy relationship. Not that sex is going to be the forefront of this, but sexy time is going to be very important, and it is going to be in and out, but there is going to be love there. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles, there's going to be a lot of back and forth. For some of you guys, it might be, if that first, if my prediction doesn't come true, this person might come in and then they might have to move unexpectedly, or something happens where they have to separate, and then you, again, those fears start coming in of commitment and all the other stuff, and it just ends up blurring the lines of the relationship. I feel like, even though this sounds, quote, bad, even though this sounds like not great, I feel like this is a good reading because this is finally going to be able to bring those to the front. And even if you don't end up with this person ultimately, you will be able to end up with somebody after this because you have have addressed these very deep-seated possible childhood issues that you've had surrounding long-term commitment. But a lot of you guys are coming into contact with a twin flame. This is not a soulmate. The Nine of Cups, I feel like some of you guys, this is what you wanted. Be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. That's what I hear. If you've been trying to manifest a twin flame, congratulations, you got it. Twin flames are very difficult. That's why I try not to use them interchangeably. You know, if you follow me, you can click through all my videos. I'm very conscious about what I say. Do we have the Lovers card hanging out of the damn deck? That's what I freaking told you. That's why, like, for a lot of you guys, this is what you wanted. You're like, I wanted my other half. I want my twin. Congratulations, you got it. Now you're gonna have to work for it. It's just what happens. And this is the Gemini, the card of Gemini here too. So we're in this zone. Your journey's starting. You're getting this person. Don't run away now. Don't get scared now. Don't get scared now. Okay, don't, if you're gonna slide, then slide. You understand what I'm saying? Don't back out now. But I feel like a lot of you are like, ooh, I'm just gonna tiptoe my way back out of this situation. And for some of you guys, I feel like it's valid just because you're like, I just came out of something crazy. I just came out of a toxic relationship. I don't want to sign on to something else right now. I'm not ready. Five of Swords. But there could have been a lot of miscommunications and stuff that happened. I was about to say, I looked up and saw 2/24, which is my birthday. So I said, some of you guys are going to be connecting with the Pisces. That's really funny, and that's the mutable energy too, and that's probably what the back and forth is too. If you connect with the Pisces, it might appear as if they are the ones who back up first, just because Pisces are so flighty and in and out and all the other stuff. Literally. Somebody just cussed me out for that. I'm not gonna name names, but you know who you are. They just cut me out for being flighty and all the other stuff. So they might be kind of flighty, and you take it as a personal attack, and it's not. But there could be some miscommunication about stagnancy and all that other stuff here with the Hangman. Sorry, my lash is giving me issues. I think I need some new lash glue because I don't know what's going on. All right, Queen of Cups, there we go. Confirmation, Pisces. A lot of Piscean energy. The Five of Wands. So there could be some sort of miscommunication or conflict surrounding a Pisces. A feminine energy I'm getting in particular. Or Cancer. Hold on, let's see what this is. Yeah, Cancer. You're dealing with a water sign. Regardless, you're dealing with a water sign. But I feel like this is Pisces. Lord. Sorry, let me look at these cards. Give me a minute. All right. This is really interesting because it kind of it's reminding me of the Sagittarius reading. That's probably why I was called to do them back to back. Because some of you guys could be connecting with the Sagittarius, but I'm just imagining because you're leaping forward and doing new things. The Fool card. We got the Fool card, the Four of Cups to the Six of Pentacles. Because it is that you're leaping forward and you want to do new things. There's people who are upset. I'm getting a strong Earth energy. So Taurus, Capricorn, Pisces. There's just some movement that has to happen. I feel like there was specifically a Taurus energy is kind of what I'm hearing. There was something that got bogged down, and you had to separate from this person and put it on pause. Had to put you on pause. Put this connection on pause, but I do feel positively, if you've had a recent falling out with an earth sign individual, I do feel like you will be able to patch things up and a new beginning will come with the 3 of Cups. So I do feel like you'll be able to put down these burdens. So I feel really positive. There's going to be more equality in this situation. I don't know if there'll necessarily be like a formal apology, but I feel like this person's going to do something, or just they feel bad for whatever happened before, and so now they want to come back and like give to you. And I say be open to this person, because I do get a very genuine feeling with the Fool card and the 6 of Pentacles. I think that your arms will be crossed, but this person really feels bad about whatever happened, whatever transpired. And so I say take it seriously. They feel really weighed down and bogged down by the situation, so they want to make it right. They want to heal the energy. I feel like this person's very nurturing. This person has been a good support system, but just at this point in time, they were held down or held back by other things and other situations. Okay, so that was a specific message. We got the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, interesting. The 5 of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Oops, the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords has come out with the Sagittarius reading, and interestingly enough, it came out with another queen. So the Queen of Swords is just being a bugaboo. I just get like, you know, chickens. Like there's just people like talking. Okay. Right. There's meant to be healing to a situation. There's meant to be a coming together. The High Priest is the Wheel of Fortune. There's some divine intervention that's coming on in order, again, to heal, to me, those childhood wounds, to bring them to the forefront. For some of you, I feel like this has to do with some sort of maternal energy that's coming through, because of with this here, the page here, this childlike, and you have these 2 feminine energies. I just feel like there is some sort of movement here towards your own sense of clarity. But it had to be triggered. It had to be triggered by something. Some of you guys are going through a real spiritual, I don't want to say awakening, but you're going through a significant spiritual, you might have like a really significant dream. Maybe you'll have a dream before you meet this person. You might dream this person before you actually meet them, so you can recognize them. That's how intense this connection is, especially with the High Priestess here. But for others of you, this is just, it's really going to help. It's weird because I'm just getting such an energy of triggering and just being triggered. But it's so positive because it's going to help you address things that you didn't know how to address, so you can know how to move forward. Some of you guys, interestingly enough, it's going to help you focus in on your work. I literally said that, and as soon as I said it, the Knight of Pentacles to the 6 of Swords. There's some sort of form of communication that's going to come in, and it's going to help you. It's going to make you want to focus on your work, but I feel like it comes out of conflict. Not bad, but I feel like by you trying to exit one situation, by you trying to run away, if you will, from one situation, it's going to force you to do something, to finally put in that work that you've been talking about forever, to finally like start that business, start that channel, start that Instagram, whatever it is, start the TikTok, whatever it is for you. I feel like because you're trying to avoid one set of issues, it's going to force you to put your energy into another thing, but it's good because it's going to be very beneficial. It's going to help your pockets. It's going to help your coin. Page of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. If you start something small now, Gemini, it does have the potential to grow. You just have to do it, right? We have the Temperance here, so be prepared for some sense of elevation. But this is a good month. March here is a good time for you to start on those business ideas and those business ventures that you may have pushed off in the past. I don't know why I'm still being drawn to this mother energy, this maternal energy. Right, and of course, here we come. So we have the Six of Cups, which has to do with childhood nostalgia. The Emperor. Okay, so it could be masculine too. The Knight of Swords. Some of you could be getting some sort of communication. Yeah, unwanted communication from a masculine. And I feel like it could come through your mom, and you're just like, why would you? You know I'm not. You know that's not what it is. Why would you do that? Is kind of what I'm getting. The Eight of Wands. The World card and the Nine of Pentacles. So I would expect some sort of communication from a masculine energy, somebody from your childhood. So I would probably say your father. I feel like it's going to come by way of something, but for whatever reason, you are certainly blocking this communication, Gemini. You don't want to hear it. And that's probably what the situation is, that forces you to go pursue your own dream. It could have to deal with money. My right hand's itching. So it could have to deal with some sort of sense of money. Hold on. This is really specific, but for some of you, I feel like your feminine energy, perhaps your mother, might have taken money on your behalf from your father, and you do not like that. And or maybe I'm not, and here's the thing, and it's going to depend. They might have taken money in your faith and never gave it to you. Yikes. And now it has to be addressed. There's something here about from childhood, from your masculine and your feminine, from your mom and your dad, or whatever it is, however your house is set up, where there's going to have to be some sort of communication, where some information is going to come out that is going to force you to be like, you're going to feel orphaned. That it brings us back to that. You're going to feel like that. Ooh, this is heavy energy, Gemini, but that I'm sorry, I'm just so overwhelmed because now it's all coming together, because I'm just getting that, like, for whatever reason, Gemini, you're going to feel as if your mother and your father, or however your family set up, your mother and your father, you're going to feel as if they plotted against you for whatever reason, and they didn't have your best interest at heart. And so you're just like, I have to do this myself. I have to focus on my coin. I cannot depend or rely on anyone. And so I'm going to take myself seriously. Like I said, you feel orphaned. And just in the midst of you doing that, right when that happens, right when you're at your lowest, when you're crying and you're in tears, this person is going to appear in front of you, and they're going to make you feel so much better. And that's where that connection starts. So you're not alone. You're really not alone. This is a period that's going to force you into your next part of your chapter, is really what I'm getting. All right. And with the World card, this is a closing of a cycle for sure. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles, the Moon card, the Page of Wands, the Judgment card, the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, to the Two of Cups. I love this. So some of you guys could actually encounter someone at work with the Three of Pentacles here to the Moon card. Some of you guys could take some unexpected trip. I'm just hearing step out of your comfort zone, step out of your comfort zone, step out of your comfort zone. Become the Page of Wands and open up your horizons. Do something that you haven't done before. Do something out of the ordinary. That might also get you to this person, if that's what you've been trying to manifest. They're coming regardless, like I said, and if you don't leave, then they will show up on your doorstep. It's that simple. Like, you're meant to be at this phase right now. But there is an opportunity for you to do something new, for you to try something new and step out of this comfort zone. And with that, you're going to feel mighty victorious. You're going to emerge victorious from all of this, from all of the drama with your parents, from all of the drama with your inner circle and all of this stuff. Even if you start running hot and cold with this person, you are a superstar and you are walking directly towards union. People are going to approach you. It just depends on what it is that you want. Like I said, the power of the tongue is very, very, very on your side right now, Gemini. You're going to start feeling a lot clearer as you start moving forward. Because Mercury is no longer in retrograde. So you're getting back to your full effect. You're feeling back to yourself. But this retrograde, there was something that happened in this retrograde that really brings something to the forefront. So you have to address it, which is good. I always consider progress to be a good thing, Gemini. So all over the place reading, a lot of energies that are going to be coming in, but all positive, in my humble opinion. It's going to be scary when it hits, but it's going to make you feel stronger. It's going to be a very transformative time for you to really understand what it is that you bring to the table, Gemini. So just embrace that as you will. All right. So let's get into your oracles. Thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to check out the description box below on information how to book a personal reading with me. Follow me on Instagram, and yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for your support. I'm so happy that I was able to make it to 20,000 for my birthday. That was my goal, and it happened. Wow, the first card that we had was regeneration. Is that not what it's a transformative experience. Like I said, this is good. And as I said, so with the Sagittarius reading, because this card came out with Sagittarius, this is as fertile as this land is going to be. When something is freshly scorched, anger is what gets you to act. Anger is what gets you to move. So it's good that you feel spited. It's good that you feel like you got to handle it yourself and that nobody else is going to get it done for you, because you're going to take the reins into your own hands. All right. So we got why and by the book. That's why. Why? Because it's time for you to do things yourself. It's time for you to put energy into yourself. You can't depend, can't rely on other people. You are good enough. You're smart enough. You're fast enough. You're kind enough in order to achieve your own dreams and expectations, Gemini. You yourself have to put in that work. With this by the book, 1111, again, could be a signal for a twin flame. Blah, that was so difficult for it to get out. But I'm also hearing, especially with this by the book, don't ask for the world. Start small and then get bigger as you go. Page of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles, right? So some of you guys I'm hearing could be meeting some sort of mentor. Or you just find somebody who really like inspires you. And if you do find somebody who inspires you on Instagram, don't be afraid for them to reach out to them. I feel like they would be a good teacher that you have, right? Step out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to be bold, right? And then I said that towards the end. With the Six of Swords, I'm at the Six of Wands here and the World card. There's a potential here for world recognition for what it is that you do, if that's what you want. Like I said, manifestation is at its height right now. You're very, very fertile. You're at your peak, okay? So step out of your comfort zone. You're very close to achieving your goal. The energy is gaining momentum. Some of you can watch the Sagittarius reading because there's a lot of cards that are coming out. Not the same, but there is a lot of crossover. Surrender to the divine. Let this happen. Let the tower fall so you can begin to rebuild and restructure as you see fit. Don't let the past hold you back. Don't. Have faith in your dreams, okay? Have faith in what it is that you can accomplish and start moving towards it. I'm being pulled again to the Six of Pentacles. Also, I know that it sounds like contradictory. You got to do things yourself, but don't be afraid to ask for help for people who are on the same path journey that you're on. So like if you are a musician and you're looking for a band, you have to be the one, right? You have to put it on yourself to ask for help in order to create that band, if that makes sense. So don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and reach and seek knowledge from other people. And then we have your commitment is being tested. Your commitment to self, in my humble opinion, your commitment to your dreams, your commitment to spirit, your commitment to God, right? It's that deep. And your commitment to this twin flame energy, it's just being tested. This is the thing. You're getting what you want. Be careful what you wish for, right? Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. And you are going to get it. And that's a great thing, in my humble opinion. You just got to know what to do with it when it comes in, okay? Whoops, one. I feel like there's one more. And there is. We have a flipper. So we got quite a few. The first card that we got was Swan, Grace. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and spirit of beauty. So if fashion is important for you, again, if being on the world stage, you are very beautiful. You're very attractive, right? Attractive in more ways than one. You're attractive in the sense of like you're attracting manifestation wise, and you're just a good looking bitch. So step into that, glide through life. There's an elegance that's with you right now, and it's at a height, so capitalize on it, right? Raccoon, inventor, decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. I love that. You have many roles and can juggle them well. Avoid being the trickster. Avoid playing, being the double talker. Use integrity in order for this business to come up. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it in this relationship. You can be yourself and expect spirit to, you know, help you out, give you what it is that you're looking for, right? But you can juggle all of it. You can juggle school. You can juggle the relationship. You can juggle your own business. It seems like a lot, and sometimes you're going to be tired and weighed out, but you can handle it if that's what you want and that's what you expect. Spirit's going to give you what it is that you want. So you got to work for it. You know, it has to be maintained. You can get a luxury vehicle tomorrow, but if you don't put gas in it, then what good is it? Love ya. We have Black Jaguar, Old Soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace. I love all this about grace. I love when I do this animal deck, how words will match up. Gracefulness is so important to you right now. All right. You have the power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. Focus, all right? You can create your dreams. This is the time to start. This is the moment that we've all been waiting for, Gemini. This is it. This is your month. March, April, you do not let this time pass you. Do not let this time pass you without starting what it is that you've been meaning to start. Not that it's not going to be impossible, but there's just going to be other obstacles in the way. It's only going to get harder from here. It's only going to get harder from here. Because now Spirit's just like, I gave you what you wanted. You're looking at it and you're wasting it. And Spirit doesn't like, you know, like you're never going to be punished. Like, it's not like, oh, all of a sudden it's all doom and gloom and it's the end of the world. That's not what I'm saying. But you don't want to waste the gift that you've been given. If you know that you asked for it and you've gotten everything, then why wouldn't you do your best to hold up your end of the bargain? Don't be the trickster. Have integrity. Okay? And then lastly, we got Butterfly Rebirth. You can reinvent yourself. Open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. So that is what I got for you, Gemini. Okay. I mean, come on. I don't know what else to say. The cards are telling you. So you have a lot coming in for you. Brace yourself for this twin flame journey. I feel like it's going to be good for you. It's going to be dramatic, but it's going to be good for you to address these issues. Now, whether you end up with this person who comes in next, don't get tied on that. Focus on the journey and love every part of it, okay? So that is what I got for you, Gemini. It is go time. Please start. As soon as you see this video, I need you to start doing whatever it is that you've been meaning to do. Stop being a Gemini. Stop. That's a Pisces. You know, I understand it, but stop. Start. Okay? Stop so you can start. And that's what I got for you. Peace. Until next time.